Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I do apologize for my prolonged absence, but like I told you last week, I was moving home, and what a trek that was. Although the good news is we're in our new home now, and although there's still a lot to be done, at least we sort of semi-settled. The other good news is that since moving to this house, my hay fever had subsided. Anyway, so today we are going to just have a general talk, a little bit of gossip with regards to the royal family and, of course, the ex-royals. At this point, I feel we are at a crossroads with the whole Harry and Meghan drama, and I truly do not know which way to go. And in a way, I do not know what to say or do anymore. I've called the Harkles out on their lies and hypocrisy. I've written to Buckingham Palace, written to Kensington Palace, written to the Archbishop of Canterbury. I wrote to newspapers, and I know many of you did too. Yet, here we are, 18 months after they left the UK, and everything is still the same. They are still telling lies, still preaching to us while doing the exact opposite, still merging their titles, still no clarity on the births of the children. Yet they are still Prince and Princess of the United Kingdom. They are still Duke and Duchess, still in the line of succession, and still on the royal website. And more than that, they are still undertaking royal tours. What royal tour, you ask? Well, what would you call the New York tour? Still having British titles, still called by their British titles, still being portrayed as working royals on the family website, still receiving security paid for by taxpayers' money while on this tour. So, how was the New York tour not technically a royal tour? Yes, there was a lot of merching going on and blah, blah, blah. But as they are still representing Her Majesty the Queen, according to the website, and still receive taxpayer funded security while in New York, what else can it be but a royal tour? So personally, I almost feel there is no point in going to all this trouble, writing letters, collecting evidence, talking about the Harkles, when the senior royals have clearly turned their backs on the public and is refusing to take our feelings and their own rules and regulations into consideration. In the minds of the current British monarchy, they have moved from a constitutional monarchy to an absolute monarchy, where they will do what they want and make their own rules as they go along. As a YouTuber, there's nothing I can do but bring you information and my opinion. It will be up to the people of Britain and the United States to stand up, speak out, and make your government officials aware of your grievances. Currently, it is said that Meghan, Harry, and Andrew will receive platinum Jubilee medals from Her Majesty the Queen, medals given for service to the crown. Whether that is true or not, some say it is, some say no, it won't happen, but never mind. I don't know. But if it is true, it will indeed be a huge slap in the faces of the public who had been fighting on the side of the royal family against Harry and Meghan's lies and knocking of the royal family. To date, it's not even clear whether Harry and Meghan received an invitation to attend the celebrations, which will take place from June the 2nd till June the 5th next year. But it is said that should they not be invited or decide not to attend, they have an alternative event planned. According to Neil Sean, a good source revealed to him that in the event of them not attending the celebrations in London, Harry and Meghan will arrange their own alternative celebrations in the United States. According to the source, Harry and Meghan may throw a gala party, a big concert event to raise money for charity and obviously to celebrate the Queen's 70th year of being sovereign. So, although I guess Harry can celebrate his grandmother being on the throne for 70 years if he wishes, how is it something that would or should go down well in the United States when, number one, royal titles are not recognized in the United States according to the United States Constitution? And secondly, the US gained independence from Great Britain on the 4th of July 1776 by issuing the Declaration of Independence, and in 1783 the United Kingdom even recognized that independence by signing the Treaty of Paris. So, what are we seeing here now then? The invasion of the British monarchy into the United States, and the citizens of the United States being okay with it, cheering a dimwit prince and his Z-list actress wife along, because that's surely what it looked like to me at this last event in New York. What's the point of complaining on YouTube and writing in comments how vile they are, but when attending a function where they appear on stage, they are being cheered? Of course they think they're the cat's whiskers then. But in any event, if that is what the people of the United States want, if they want a pseudo royal family of their own, then it's not up to me to tell them otherwise. But perhaps, my dears, it is time for them, those in favor of Harry and Meghan, to pause a moment and think before they decide what they want. Because from what I can see, Harry has infiltrated almost every media arm in the United States, and the ones not covered by him is now slowly but surely being covered by his father, Prince Charles. So while the citizens of the United States may be gearing up for the next generation to have a new royal family, it looks like the British royal family are truly set on reducing the number of working royals. Although it had become obvious over the past months that the limelight will continue to fall on the Queen, Prince Charles, Camilla, William, Catherine, Edward, Sophie, and Anne, it appears as if recent events is reiterating this when Edward, for instance, accompanied the Queen to an event at Buckingham Palace where the Commonwealth baton was handed over to signal the beginning or the start of its journey through the Commonwealth until the Commonwealth Games next year. And then we saw William and Catherine accompany Prince Charles and Camilla to the Bond premiere. Now, we all know by now that regardless of whatever scandal rocks the royal family or whatever hardship befalls them, the first thing they do is to rally the troops and show a united front as a family. So obviously, this is what's happening here. But how successful will Charles's slimming down of the monarchy really be? It will be another, say, 10 years before Prince George turns 18, and another 13 years before he turns 21 and can officially take his place and be a full-fledged working royal. In 13 years' time, Charles will be 85, Camilla 86, Edward 70, and Princess Anne 84. Although the royals usually live to a ripe old age, I have a feeling that Prince Charles does not have his mother's health and vitality. So who would be remaining to support William when he ascends the throne? Are we going to see a situation 10, 15 years from now where the bulk of the responsibility will lie with William, Catherine, and their children? I've taken a liking to Lady Louise, daughter of Edward and Sophie. She has matured beautifully, speaks well, and is obviously a well-balanced and intelligent young woman. Everyone is saying that it will be her choice whether she will choose to become a full-time working royal and take up the title of Princess or Her Royal Highness Princess Louise, which is something she is entitled to as a granddaughter of the Queen. But this is not true because the decision actually rests in the hands of the Queen, or if the Queen passes, then in the hands of Prince Charles. When Louise was born, the Queen decided, in agreement with Edward and Sophie, not to style their children His or Her Royal Highness, but instead to have the courtesy titles as sons and daughters of an earl. Well, like I said earlier in this video, it may be fine to slim down the monarchy and perhaps even long overdue to do so. But the Queen and Charles should not be short-sighted in this regard either, and somehow they should plan further ahead than their own reigns and consider William's reign as well. I have a feeling that Lady Louise will one day be in the same category as Princess Anne, but with a softer touch of her mother Sophie, and therefore I am hoping that the Queen and or Charles will eventually decide to bestow the title of Princess on Lady Louise with the HRH styling in place. We truly need a bit of young blood and intelligence in the royal family. Not that I'm saying William and Catherine isn't. At this point in time, it is my belief that William and Catherine are currently the jewels in the monarchy's crown. But to think that they can take over the role of Prince Philip and all his patronages, I believe he had something like 900 patronages, take over the Queen's patronages, Prince Philip, Prince Charles's, Camilla's, and obviously Harry's and Meghan's, which has, I believe, already been dispersed. But never mind. It will be almost or virtually impossible, and they will need some kind of support outside of their own family. So guys, that's it from me for now. I will hopefully post one more video before I leave on my long journey. I still have to go for my 72-hour COVID test, somehow get my suitcase weighed somewhere, and I still have a few last minute things to do, and then I have to try to calm my nerves at the same time. Why I'm so anxious this time, I have no idea, but I am. But I'm starting to feel a little better, I must say. But as promised, once I've settled in with my children, we'll be back with our regular schedule of 3 videos a week. I promise you that. So until the next video, please, please, please take good care of yourselves. Thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate it. And until we meet on the next one, bye.